Hello and welcome everyone to AARP Wyoming's 2026 Video Voter Guide Series. I'm Tom Laycock with AARP Wyoming, and today we're joined by Jillian Balow, who's running to represent Wyoming in the U.S. House of Representatives. AARP has a proud 40-year history of nonpartisan voter engagement and does not endorse or oppose candidates. Nor does AARP make contributions to political campaigns or candidates at any level. Instead, we ask questions so our members understand where the candidates stand on important issues and can make their own decisions on Election Day. Today, I'll give Ms. Balow 2 questions, allowing for a 1 and 30-second response to each. Then we'll give her 2 minutes to deliver her pitch to the voters of Wyoming. So let's get into the questions. Our first one, Ms. Balow, thanks for joining us. If elected, how would you help family caregivers save money and time so they can continue caring for our loved ones?
Well, thanks so much, Tom, for providing this great resource for the people of Wyoming. And for me, this question is so personal. My husband and I have lost all 4 of our parents. 3 of the 4 required long-term and end-of-life care from family members. And even their most obvious healthcare and quality of life needs were tangled in rules and red tape and confusion of Medicare and our healthcare system. And there were so many days when it was awful. We just wanted to love our parents. As your Congresswoman, I recognize that so much of the rules, red tape, and confusion are unnecessary, and I want to make it different for this generation and for generations to come. As your twice elected state superintendent, and right now in my real job, I'm working to knock down these same types of hurdles at the federal level, only in education. I know how to get it done, and I'll work hard on it. We can fix this in 3 ways. First of all, family caregivers deserve tax relief in the form of credits. You should never be punished for loving your parents. Second, home health care, medical visits, hospital stays, rehab, respite, etc., do not need to be so complicated. I'll use the same logic I use today to reduce bureaucracy. And finally, there's my larger healthcare plan, and we have to support and grow rural healthcare with telehealth and excellent medical professionals in every community.
Thank you. Our second question, and for our final question for today, these are kind of short with the federal folks. If elected, how would you work to strengthen Social Security for older adults, their children, and grandchildren?
Yeah, well, thanks again for such an important question. And Social Security is a promise. It's not a nice to have or an okay to have less of. As your Congresswoman, I'll fight to keep that promise. Wyoming families depend on Social Security as added income, and for too many, they depend on it solely to make ends meet. Either way, you built Wyoming and you built this nation. Thank you for making us secure. Now it's our job to do the same by never cutting benefits for you, your children, or your grandchildren. And we can do that in 3 ways. Number 1, we have to make honest and tough decisions. This is an issue that has to be bipartisan, and it has to take leaders to champion. I'll be one of those leaders. I'll work across the aisle on behalf of the seniors and the next generations in our country. A few non-negotiables are that we cannot cut benefits. We cannot change the retirement age. And we have to have long-term assurances that Social Security will be there for the next generations. Second, we grow Social Security by growing our economy. And third, there were bills like the One Big Beautiful Bill Act signed in 2025 that gave some tax relief to seniors and to caregivers. We need more of that. I'll look for ways to give more, and especially to low-income seniors. I'm ready to be your Congresswoman who protects Social Security.
Thank you very much for answering our questions. Now, why don't we give you 2 minutes to explain why you're the best person to represent Wyoming in Congress?
Well, again, thank you for this wonderful opportunity for the voters. And my name is Jillian Balow, and I am running to be Wyoming's next Congresswoman. I'll tell you, the idea of going to Washington, D.C. to work does not entice me. Going anywhere to work on behalf of Wyomingites is what is so exciting about this possibility. I am a fifth generation Wyomingite. My roots are in Washakie County in Worland. I grew up in Gillette. I went to school at the University of Wyoming. I raised my family in Thermopolis and Cheyenne, and my first teaching job was in Hewlett. I've lived all across Wyoming, and I can truly represent how different decisions made at the federal level feel in Hewlett versus Thermopolis versus Pinedale versus Cheyenne. And it really is different for everyone. A couple of things that I'm really passionate about. Again, I grew up in Gillette, so energy is something that impacted my family's well-being and the well-being of our community. We're on the cusp of growing energy and going places with innovation that take us past a boom and bust economy in Wyoming to an abundance economy. I want to usher that in with leaders of Wyoming, with communities across the state, and with the energy industry. Secondly, I am passionate about education. I served as Wyoming's elected state superintendent for 7 years, and we did such a great job in education that I was called to make the same kind of impact in another state and nationwide. I'm proud of the work, and I want to continue making sure that our students are safe online, safe in school, and have many, many opportunities in Wyoming after they graduate from high school and trade schools in the University of Wyoming. Third, I care about children and families, and I will always work on behalf of Wyoming. I'd appreciate your vote on August 18th. Jillian Balow for Congress. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Ms. Balow, for your time, and thank you to our viewers for joining us in this video voter guide. We encourage you to keep checking Cowboy State Daily and AARP Wyoming's Facebook page for more voter guides in the days to come.